Hey guys, hope you will be doing good. Myself, Kaushal Khokhar, a senior Python developer and solution architect. Understanding the requirement, draft the execution steps, and drag it to the finish line. This is the routine and work culture for me. And during this journey, I came across the requirement to have a data intensive management and service. And then I found the Snowflake and I tried to integrate with my applications, and really it's nice service. So if you are also working on the data warehouse solutions, or maybe you are doing a big data analysis or ETL process, or you are creating some good applications or IT product which uses business intelligence services with its data, and or if you just want to be aware of Snowflake, then this video is for you. What I gonna cover in this video is Snowflake and its use cases, how it differ from different cloud services in terms of data warehouse services, and glimpse of Snowflake console. Yeah, so basically Snowflake uses available cloud platforms. Behind the scenes it creates AWS, Azure, and or GCP nodes and clusters, whatever we define when we create a Snowflake account and everything. So basically it's built on top of this services. So how it differs from AWS and all. So uh, let's let's go to the available architecture we have in the AWS, GCP, or Azure cloud platform. So basically there are two kind of architecture we have: shared disk architecture or shared nothing architecture. So as name suggests, it's quite simple to understand. Shared disk is whatever storage we have, so that storage will be shared among the computing nodes. These are the computing nodes, or we can say cluster nodes. So all the cluster nodes will be tied to only one storage. This is the shared disk, and quite different from it, that is shared nothing architecture. So basically, as the name suggests, it shares nothing here. Every disk node, every disk storage node will have a specific cluster node assigned to each. Of course there will be some load balancing kind of stuff here, just to separate out the loads different between different clusters, but the cluster node will be assigned to a specific storage. So this is shared nothing architecture. This both, if you are a senior backend engineer and working for good web applications, then you must be aware of the advantages and disadvantages of both of this. If you don't know it, then you can search on Google too. But this both architecture has its own advantages. So what Snowflake does, Snowflake combines the advantages of both and creates another kind of its own architecture, that is known as hybrid architecture. So it's simple, it's not quite difficult. So basically these are the three tiers, or we can say three layers of that. Bottom you'll see the database layer, uh, on top of that you'll see the compute layer, or we can say query processing layer, and on top of that we have a cloud service layer. So all these layer are separated out, and for each and every layers there are specific roles. So let's say storage layer, let's say we talk about in the context of AWS, then this will be the S3 buckets for data storage. Maybe data can be structured, unstructured, anywhere. So if you are using S3, then it has a very much good scalability, and encryption and security as well. So and also pay for the users model, right? So that can be used as service layer. And on top of that there will be compute layer. When we say compute layer, it will be query processing layer. And of course say for example in the AWS it can be EC2 instances, or for Azure it can be virtual machines, right? So again those compute layers can be scaled up and down based on the computational requirement. And on top of that Snowflake maintains the service layer. The role of service layer is just to maintain the metadata informations, security, authentication, permission, everything is maintained on top of compute layer. So this is how Snowflake divides whole process in three tier, we can say. So advantages of this is, uh, what is our actual use case, we gonna pay for it. Let's say we want to have a high storage, more storage and less compute, then Snowflake have a provision for that also. And we don't need to do by ourselves, so Snowflake provides that for us. If we want to have a less storage and high compute, so that is also available. If you want to have more storage with more compute, so that is also available. And advantages of all this is, whatever we use, we only gonna pay for it. So that is a Snowflake architecture. So it's really nice. You should try this out if you are working on the data intensive applications and want to integrate some nice service. So this tool is for you. And with this I want to give some uh, just just a brief about Snowflake documentation as well. So not brief I'll say, but just glimpse of it. So there is nice little Snowflake documentation available, you can read everything here. They have separated and given a link for each of the requirements. They uses SQL commands, normal script that we write to fetch the query for relational databases, so those commands are available. Developer tools and guides are available. How can we start with the Snowflake, that is also available. So you can go over this too. With this I want to also share the glimpse of Snowflake console. Yeah, so as you can see, this is the Snowflake console. And why I am adding this here, because if you are a developer and you are working with any client or product, then of course if you want to explore the Snowflake, then you need to create account there. You need to create some clusters and nodes there, and of course you will be charged for it. So instead of that, if just you want to have the information, high level information about the console, then this video is for you. And why I've blurred this page, the reason is, of course this is my own, I'll not say own, but this is my product in which I am working as a senior developer and architect, right, solution architect. So I don't want to expose this data, so that's why I blurred this screen. But if you create an account in Snowflake and login, you land to this page. This is the landing page, home page I'll say. uh, Top left corner you have a profile section. In the profile you can switch between different roles as available here. uh, Below that you have a worksheet, dashboard, streamlight, apps, data, everything you can explore and read the documentation if you want to go dig down in the Snowflake. And if I click on the data, then it will show us all the databases available. These are the different databases we have for the account admin role, and these are the detailed informations available. This is the name of database, source, owner of the database, created by, and if we want to add it, clone, drop, transfer, ownership, everything is available. If you want to create new database, with the click we can create. So it's nice little UI available. And another important thing is worksheet. So worksheet is nothing but query maintenance nodes, I would say. So basically whatever query we written in the past, it can be create, read, update, delete, whatever query we have written, all will be stored as the notes, and we can fetch it later on. So this is one of the query notes I have written previously. So again on the left side you will be having databases, different databases. This is the query node, you can write query here, and this is the result view, right, whatever results you get after the query. Let's say this is one query. Select star from the name of the database, then dot the name of the schema, then dot name of the table, and I am limiting the output to 20. So it's quite same as the SQL command, but they say it as a snow SQL command. It's quite similar to SQL. If you know SQL, then it's quite easy for you. Let us execute this query by control enter, and it's computing and fetching the results. And of course, first time if you are fetching, then it will uh, take much time. Okay, so this is the result for you. On the right hand, these are the different records available. On the right side of it, you can see different tiles. Each of the tiles have some more detailed informations about the records. This is the this shows us the query execution time. Total it took 1 second. Compilation is 454 millisecond, query provisioning is 106 millisecond, and execution is 455 millisecond. So it gives details about the query execution performance. Then for each of the column we have a different tiles here, and it shows the aggregated value and with a nice little chart on it. So these are the ID, that's why all ID will have a different values. This is the second column. I don't want to take the name of the column. This is third one, this is fourth, fifth. As you can see in the fifth there are around 11, 12, 13 13 different values available. For each of the value how much count is there, so aggregate result is also showed here. So this is nice view for Snowflake console, and hope you are data intensive. If you are also working on data intensive applications and services and creating good ETL jobs, then Snowflake is a good service to have in your bucket list. Hope this video have given you a nice information about it. Thanks.